In the Slings in Motion repertoire, we have a beautiful exercise. It's called nodding and neck massage. It's performed in supine with a soft ball behind the head, and it's a wonderfully calming exercise. So it's meant to release or soften the suboccipital muscles or around the suboccipital area. So what Martina and I are going to show you is a more active version of this exercise, but it can have a very similar calming effect. So it's a standing roll down, and Martina first elongates through her body, initiates the roll down through the nodding, and I just let her do until her arms are relaxed, the neck is really relaxed, the head is relaxed, hanging. And then I place my hands onto the back of her head with my thumb and index finger just underneath the occiput, so the base of the skull, and my hand is very lightly resting on her head. Now I'm just following her movement. So as Martina is rolling down, I'm following the movement, and it's the lightest of touch. And all I'm doing, I'm indicating with my hand an opening through the suboccipital area as Martina is rolling down. And then at the lowest point, it's a suggestion of really letting go of all tension through the neck, letting the head be very, very heavy. So the suboccipital area can lengthen the muscles, the fascia, and even if it's by sense, that's beautiful, that's perfectly fine. So I can keep my hand there. You could also take your hand away, but you can keep it and place your other hand onto the sacrum. And so with my hand on the sacrum, I'm just suggesting a slight lift through the pelvis, as in a posterior tilt, to get a sense of opening through these opposing poles, the occiput and the sacrum. And then Martina can roll up, and I just keep my hand on the sacrum, the hand very lightly on the head. And then I take it away so Martina can elongate without any added weight until she's fully upright again. And then you can roll down again. And I just let her roll down, beautiful, until her thoracic spine is evenly flexed, or she feels an opening through her upper and mid back. And then I place my hands onto the back of the rib cage. So again, it's a very light touch. I spread my hands to suggest widening of the ribs. Sometimes I'm moving a little bit out. And then I'm asking Martina to breathe into the back of the rib cage or into my hands. So there is a sense of lengthening up and down, a sense of widening and expansion, widening out to the side. So the front is soft, the throat, the chest area, so the upper portion of the superficial front line is soft, while the upper portion of the superficial back line is lengthening and opening. And then Martina can roll further down until you feel an opening through the lower back, when you feel like, oh, this is opening in two ways, and it's very present. Martina again pauses, and I'm placing my hands onto her lower back. And the same thing, I will ask Martina to guide her inhalation into the lower back or into my hands. So there's the lengthening and there is the opening. Now the active part is the engagement of the pelvic floor and abdominal muscles. So that's deep front line and the part of the superficial front line engaged there. But the main thing is really the opening through the back with the body position and the breath. And then Martina can roll further down. Knees can always be bent. And I'm placing my hands to the back of the pelvis. So the sacral area. And again, Martina is guiding her inhalation, beautiful, into the back of the pelvis. So by sense, she's drawing the ASIS together in front, which is opening the back of the pelvis, which is creating space for the sacrum, and then allowing even more expansion with the breath. Beautiful. And then I can take one hand away, keep one hand on the sacrum, and Martina is rolling up slowly. Creating that sense of spaciousness to the back of the body, and hopefully a sense of calm through the front of the body.